welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. For today's What's for Dinner recipe, we're going to be making Jamie Deen's homemade chili. And Jamie Deen is the son of Paula Deen. And for the ingredients, you need some kidney beans, some black beans, some tomato paste, chili beans, chili powder, whole tomatoes, some diced tomatoes, which are 4 cans or 2 28-ounce cans, some mild chili seasoning or some hot chili seasoning, depending on what you like, some sweet Italian sausage, some ground sirloin or ground beef, some sour cream, some cheddar cheese, green peppers, some celery, some green onion, and I already got cut up the white onion. So if you're ready, let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is peel your onion. Then you're going to want to dice up your onion. I'll be back once the onion's diced up. I'm back, and now, since you see I got the onions diced up, which I'm not the best dicer, you're going to want to put it into a bowl and set it off to the side. Because next you're going to want to have to cut up your green pepper. And you're going to want to dice that also, the green pepper. Want to remove all the seeds. Or as much as you can. I'll be back once the green pepper is all chopped up and diced up. I'm back now that you have the green pepper diced up. You want to put it in your bowl with your onion. The next thing you're going to want to do is cut up your celery, which you're going to need about 2 cups worth of celery. So that should be about, I say, say 2 ribs of celery here. And if you have a little bit more, that's alright. A little bit more won't hurt. Okay. Now that you get your celery chopped up, I'm going to put it in your little measuring cup here to make sure you get 2 cups worth. Because I only got a 1 cup here, so should be about, oh well. Thought it was going to be 2, but maybe might need 4 or 3, depending on how much is in here. You may get 2, but you may need 3. Yep, we need 1 more. 1 more small little rib of celery. Okay, now there's your celery. Now you can go ahead and cut up some green onion, but that's going to be mostly for just garnish, so it'd be better to get it done and over with than let it sit to the end. So you won't need too much of the green pepper. You can go ahead and put that in like a little container that you have, or a little baggie or something that you can sit off to the side and put it in your refrigerator for when you need it. Now next you're going to want to brown your ground beef and your Italian sausage, and I'll be back when I'm ready to do that. Now on a large skillet here, you're going to want to put in your Italian sausage, which you only need a half a pound, and I got a pound here, so I'm going to need about half of this here. Or I could just go ahead and add a little bit extra, which won't hurt the recipe. Which I might just go ahead and just cook it all up for the recipe. Okay. I'm going to add the ground sirloin here. You want to turn down to like medium high, because you don't want it to burn. And if you have a pan where your beef and your Italian sausage will stick real well, you might want to spray it with a little bit of a cooking spray. But for me, mine doesn't really stick too much, so I'm not going to worry about it. So you're going to want to break up all your meat here. It's a little much easier. Tear it up. Next, you're going to want to saute this until it's completely no pink left. If you have an exhaust fan, you're going to want to turn that on. I'll be back as soon as the sausage and ground beef is browned. And one little tip I wanted to give you is to add a little bit of water to it, and it will speed up the cooking process for the ground beef and Italian sausage. And like I said before, I'll be back once it's completely browned. One thing I forgot to mention is that you want to use a half a pound of the sirloin or ground beef. See, it's getting almost done here. See how it's speeding up because of adding that water to it? That the steam is helping it. And now this time I really will be back once it's completely browned. Now you can see that the ground beef and the sirloin and the Italian sausage is completely browned. You're going to want to drain it. And I'll be back once it's drained. Now you're going to want to sit this off to the side. And then bring your pot over for the chili. Here, and you're going to want to put a little bit of olive oil in there. And there to be able to saute your veggies. And that should be about enough. And you want to add your veggies into it. Your green pepper, your celery, and your onion. They say to use nonstick cooking spray, but I find the oil works a little bit better than a nonstick cooking spray. I want to saute these for like a few minutes. Now while this is sauteing, you can go ahead and open up all your cans. And I'll be back once I have everything ready to go. One thing I forgot to mention is that you're going to want to drain the beans very well. So I'll be back once those are completely drained. I forgot to mention you don't want to drain your chili beans. I'll be right back. Now what you're going to want to do is stir in your diced tomatoes and your whole tomatoes. But I'm going to start with my whole tomatoes here. Yeah. Hope this all fits in here in my big old smaller pot here. And you have to see what else you have to add. Okay, it says to add the cumin and the chili powder. And the chili seasoning. And you add the cumin to taste, which I don't like a lot of cumin, so that should be more than enough for me. I believe you add the chili powder now. Yes. Alright, brand new bottle. And you add this to taste. Don't want to overdo it on your chili powder. Should be more than enough. You don't want to overdo it. Now you want to mix it all in. And I may have to add another pot to this. Because this is might be too much for my pan. And now you want to cook this for 8 minutes on a lower setting so that it doesn't burn. And I would use like a little bit less than medium. And I'll be back when the 8 minutes are up. One thing I forgot to say is you're going to want to taste test to make sure you got enough seasoning in it. And for me, when I taste tested it, just wasn't quite enough on the cumin and the chili powder. This should about do it. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. I'll be back once the 8 minutes are up, and you want to set a timer for those 8 minutes so that you know when they're going to be up. Now the timer is about to go off in about 10 seconds, so when that's done, we're going to add the beef and Italian sausage, your tomato paste, and all of the beans and everything into the chili. want to go ahead and just stir in your tomato paste. And then add your beef. Add your beef and your Italian sausage. And I may need a smaller pan. Might need one of the smaller pots, and yes I do. So I'm going to cut this in half and add this into another pot. A little bit of this into another pot. Because you want to have room to add all your beans and stuff to it. Okay. Okay. Now you're going to want to add your chili beans. Plus all the other beans. You're going to want to mix in your beans. You're going to want to put some of these beans in the other pot if your pot wasn't big enough, like mine, because I left room in that pot. You're going to want to turn this down low. You're going to want to simmer this for 4 hours. You want to set a timer for that. I hope my timer actually will do 4 hours, so that timer won't, but this one should. Okay, there I got my 4-hour timer. And I'll be back once the 4 hours are up. Okay, the 4 hours are up. And now we're going to be checking it. And then I'm going to be turning off the heat on both of them. I'm going to use my ladle and dish it up in this nice pink bowl. And it's extremely hot. So you want to be careful so you don't burn yourself. Sorry that I might have moved the camera there. And this is getting extremely hot in my hand. Ay, ay, ay. I set this down so I don't burn myself. Next, I'll be back with taste test. Now it's time for the taste test. As you can see, I've added the sour cream, the cheddar cheese, and the green onion. And I've given this time to cool off so that it won't burn the crap out of my mouth. Because that would not be a good thing to burn the crap out of my mouth. Make sure I get a little bit of everything on here. See, I get a little bit of everything here. Make sure I got everything. Now, this is the best chili I ever had in my life. Sorry, Sumner, I know we love our turkey chili, but this is way better and it's really, really good. So if you really like chili, you're really going to love this one. Even with the sour cream, the cheddar cheese, and the green onion. So if you enjoyed making this recipe with me, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to hit that notification bell so that you know when our videos are coming out. Thanks for watching.